Hey everyone, thank you so much for joining me today. For those of you that are new to the channel, I want to say welcome, and for those of you that are a part of the Fab Whining family, welcome back. My name is Crystal and you're watching Fashion, Beauty, and Wine. So in today's video, I'm going to be testing out products from Too Faced, including some products from the Born This Way collection. I was able to go to the store and pick up the full face collection. I was able to grab the Too Faced Hangover Replenishing Face Primer, Hangover 3-in-1 Replenishing Primer and Setting Spray, the Born This Way Ethereal Setting Powder in the color Translucent Medium, the Born This Way Multi-Use Sculpting Concealer in the color Cocoa, the Born This Way Multi-Use Sculpting Concealer in the color Chestnut, and the Born This Way Undetectable Medium, the Full Coverage Foundation by Miss Jackie Aina herself. So I grabbed the color Spice Rum, which I'll be using in this tutorial, and then I also grabbed the color Chai so that I'd be able to use those in the winter months, because right now my skin is a little bit darker from working in the sun. I don't know a lot about Too Faced products because I've always been a Tarte girl. I've tried some of their products out, and for the most part I did not like the way their products reacted with my skin. I also felt like with the packaging and design that this brand did not speak to me. I always looked at it as a young brand, and it was always a brand that I've seen Jackie Aina promote, and I'm trying my best to say her name correctly, but it was never a brand that really sparked my attention. In fact, when she said that she was creating some shades, she was collaborating with Too Faced, I still didn't feel like it was a big enough reason for me to go out and get some of the products. And honestly, just after all of the hype and her talking about the products, I was like, okay, I'm gonna try the products out. I want to try the products out, and I want to give you all my honest opinion and really let you all know what I think about them. Now, the only products that I've ever had from Too Faced were the Better Than Sex, because you know everyone raved about that, and then I also recently purchased one of their butter lipstick creams, which I believe the color is in Nip Slip. Anyway, let's jump on into this video. Let's see what all the hype is about, and let me give you my opinion on what I think about the items from this brand. So I'm just gonna push my hair back as far as possible without messing up my wig, because honestly guys, when I put this thing on and I fix my hair, it is a to put it back in place. So I'm just gonna move the hair out the way, and we're just gonna do like contouring, and we're gonna put on makeup around this area, but you know, we're not really gonna mess with the wig today. Anyhow, the first thing that I'm gonna do is take a little bit of this primer, and I'm going to add that in the areas where I have most of the texture on my face. Now, right off the bat, this primer is giving me matte, but then it's also like super hydrating, if that makes any sense. So the next thing that I'm gonna do is I'm going to apply that Born This Way, the color Spice Rum, to my face. I'm gonna just take my hand and put some foundation on the popular areas in my face, and then I'm going to blend that in. It's definitely not a mattifying foundation, and there are still some places where I'm seeing some scarring poke through, so I'm just going to add an extra layer just for a little bit more full coverage. But honestly, if I was going to work, this is the amount of foundation I would use. Like, I wouldn't need any more than this. What do you all think about the color so far? Comparison to my cheeks. They're popping firecrackers out there right now. Okay, so the next thing that I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add some concealer to underneath my eyes. I'm gonna use the color Chestnut. So I'm taking a damp beauty blender and I'm just gonna blend that out. I don't know if the color is too dark or what, but like for some reason, and I've already used this before, but some reason it doesn't look as brightening as I'm used to. That's a lot better. Okay, now that that's done, I'm gonna go into that cocoa concealer. I'm going to add a little bit to the cheek area. Generally, I like to contour with colors a little bit darker, but you know what? Lately, I've been not needing to contour with colors so dark, so we'll see how this works. So now that we have that done, I'm gonna go into the Born This Way setting powder. This setting powder is a little trip to work with because in order for you to get, it's weird. Like, I'm gonna have to take this little top off. I really don't get how you're supposed to do this because that top right here, I might just have to take that top off because that top, it's not letting anything come out as long as it's on. So I'm taking that off. Right off the bat, I love this setting powder color. Like, it's yellow, golden. It's golden and I mean, super pigmented. Like, oh wow, look at that. This color is just gorgeous. It's literally like mattifying the out of my face. This is nuts. It's so weird because the foundation and the concealers are so hydrating, but then you get this setting powder that literally makes up for the matte that the foundation and the concealer don't have. Like, this is nuts. So what I'm gonna do right now is go off the camera. I'm gonna set my face, I'm gonna do my eyes, and then I will come back with my final thoughts. Guys, I'm super excited because I found the Too Faced lipstick that I was telling you about at the beginning. I'm so excited to show you all what I'm talking about, but honestly, I use this little guy all the time. The color is Nip Slip. Let's get it in focus. So that's the color that it is. And this is the color that it leaves your lips with. Now that I have a full face, I've used the setting spray, the foundation, the concealer, the highlighter. The highlighter that I use was called Ray of Light. It's almost like a rose gold color. You see that? This is the only thing at one point of time that I own from Too Faced, these three things. So the eyeshadow, the highlighter, and the lipstick, and I really like all three. Now, let's talk about the products themselves. Guys, my absolute favorite product out of all of these products, I will have to say, was the Born This Way setting powder. The only thing that I didn't like about the setting powder is that it had this little thing connected onto it. So whenever you try to, you know, get a little bit of setting powder out, this would stop it from coming out. And unless this is off, you're physically unable to actually get the setting powder out of there. Now, I went in front of my husband and I asked him to tell me if he noticed something different about my face. The first thing he said is, I think your face looks smoother. And I'm gonna have to credit that to the setting powder. So this scene was totally unplanned. I ended up going outside to film and I didn't notice what was going on until my husband put the flash on me. But if you look, I have all sorts of flashbacks. So that was a negative for me. While this probably won't deter me from wearing this setting powder, I'm gonna have to say that you should proceed with caution when you're wearing this. Now, I also don't want to leave the Born This Way foundation out because I felt like this foundation was a perfect match for my skin tone right now. Like, this was a perfect match and I'm here for it. Something that I will say that I love about this foundation is that it gives you a dewy finish. And I find that whenever I apply oils to my face before I do my foundation, my skin tends to look more hydrated, more glowy, just it looks a lot more smoother. And I felt like with this foundation, because it was dewy, it gave me a smoother finish, and I really enjoyed it. So great job, Jackie. I really love the primer. The primer was hydrating, but it still gave me a matte finish. I don't know how they did it, but that's what I saw. The concealers, great. Overall, giving Too Faced a chance, I was able to discover a lot of products that I would otherwise not have discovered if Jackie hadn't collaborated with this company. Now, if you found this video interesting, entertaining, or informative, don't forget to press that thumbs up button. And if you are watching and you're not subscribed, don't forget to press the subscribe button. And while you're at it, press the little alert bell so that you can be alerted every time I post a new video. Now, I am on social media. Let's connect. I'm on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, and Musically, all under keywords fashion, beauty, and wine. Thank you all again for joining me. I wish you all nothing but peace, love, fashion, beauty, and wine. Bye-bye.